Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will put total leather and we'll get started. Texas. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners offense will get the first possession of the game. Guys, this rivalry's a throwback. Aren't many left like this where the stadium's divided right down the middle.
So much tremendous history between these two teams. And David, it just always seems in this game, you throw out the stats, you throw out the standings, you throw out the records, and this is just a different energy when we see these teams play.
It's because you bring in the hatred. They don't like each other. The fan bases don't like each other. Texas, Oklahoma, it always means a lot.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on second down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Texas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, they've been playing for the old Illimuck Trophy for over 100 years. Ohio State and Illinois. Here's how it went down. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll set up to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise. And the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the offense. Off play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He finds his man. And they're able to get him on the ground. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to...
Pulls it in on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly. What a dime tossed by that Sooners quarterback. It seems like if you're going to play for Oklahoma, you better be able to spin the magic bean.
You better be able to spin it, and guess what? Most of the time, if you play for Oklahoma, there's a good chance you can win a trophy at the end of the year. That kind of good, that kind of history we've seen throughout, and this guy's just following those footsteps.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On second down, looking again to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The RPO, it's complete. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab inside the 30. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They are up by 21 over Pittsburgh.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Slips a tackle. Forced out of the pocket. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He's got it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Fires to the big fella. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Texas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Unit up for first down.
He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's Wolf. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Oklahoma.
Got his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
On the play. And
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. On second down, he'll fire. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Looking at a second and short now. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch. Touchdown Longhorn! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 4 over UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying the left side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Tackled, but he has a first down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. They're going to ride this running back. Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. takes this from inside the 5. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner!
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Using his feet. He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And that pass intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. This is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Wolf. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. The play action fake. Fires left. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He breaks a tackle. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. 2nd down coming up. Handoff from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Line gets set, first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Shakes off the tackler. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going with the counter play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Fights off a defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
On 3rd down, going up top. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that pass is intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them that's going to help their recruiting. Coaches are going to get paid for. But most importantly, David, Texas gets bragging rights for another whole year.
A whole year of bragging. And a whole year of telling OU fans, you're not as good as us. You can throw up the hook 'em horns. You can do it with pride. A lot on the line every year in the Red River rivalry.
It may not be a crown, but it's a hat, and it is golden. In this latest edition of the Red River rivalry, it goes to Texas. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Until next time, that'll do it for this edition of EA Sports College Football.